Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about updates on Mercedes pace in Barcelona, what Adrian Newey is doing with Aston Martin as the team prepare to go testing in Barcelona, as well as an update on Williams after it missed the F1 test altogether. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on Instagram and X at James's Pit Lane. I'll leave links in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. Now I want to quickly start with Haas. Earlier today, Oliver Bearman stopped the car at turn 2 and that caused a red flag. As we know, Haas are a customer team of Ferrari, and Ferrari's reliability so far has been really strong, both for itself and in customer teams. So when Bearman stopped on track, it led to questions at the time as to what happened and could it be to do with Ferrari's power unit. And now it's been reported that Bearman's return to the track confirms a sensor issue triggered the PU's protection mode. No problem with the Ferrari power unit. So yeah, that's good news for Ferrari. But let's move on to Williams, and as we know, they're not taking part in this Barcelona test this week altogether. Basically, they confirmed they would not take part last week due to delays in getting the new FW48 ready, and instead they're running their own testing program. And now there's been an update on Williams, with team principal James Vowles saying on Wednesday that Williams has passed all necessary tests and is ready to run in the Bahrain test, which does not start until February 11th. Now, as I said, with the team not being in Spain, they're running their own testing program, and basically this is an extensive virtual program with its car, engine and gearbox hooked up all together, and it's essentially a much more advanced version of the sort of virtual test track program that would normally be carried out in pre-season. And interestingly, Vowles said it would have been possible for the FW8 to have run at Barcelona, but the cost to the remainder of the programme would have been too great, with Vowles saying, as quoted by The Race, "We could have made it, but in doing so, I would have to turn upside down the impact on spares, components and updates across Bahrain, and the evaluation of it was that for running in a cold damp Barcelona against doing a VTT test against the spare situation, and frankly there was 0 points for running in a shakedown test, we made the decision, and I stand by it that the right thing to do is to make sure we're turning up at Bahrain correctly prepared, and prepared in Melbourne as well." Now, another team of note is Aston Martin. As we know, this week you're allowed to run on 3 of the 5 days. However, Aston Martin have not run on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, meaning they won't get their full allowed time on track, with them only being able to run now on Thursday and Friday. So what's going on with Aston Martin? Well, at 3:15, Sky Sports F1's Craig Slater said the plane carrying the Aston Martin from Midlands Airport should touch down around the time this goes live. "I'm told the car is part assembled, but would need to be worked on this evening and through the night to possibly make it ready for Thursday. Perhaps Friday is likelier to allow it to run. Adrian Newey will be in Barcelona, I'm told. His keep the design envelope as long as possible approach is why they are arriving, they hope fashionably late, to the shakedown." And going into more detail on Sky Sports F1's testing highlights show, Slater went on to say, as quoted by GP fans, "They're having to build the whole rear end of the car, which is something they haven't done before. People are telling me this is the adjustment to Adrian Newey's way of doing things. He leaves the design envelope open late, so parts are referred late, then manufactured late. I think they will be building the car on Thursday or Friday in the garage still to get it ready, but that's the way Adrian works, and you don't hire Adrian Newey and then neglect to do things his way, do you? So there's logic." But let's move on to Mercedes. Now, they've been tipped as the favourites for 2026, and while testing in Barcelona got off to a good start for Mercedes. I mean, on Monday, on day 1, the team completed over 100 laps. On day 2, the team decided to not run and instead analyse what they learned from day 1, but the team were back out on track on day 3, and well, it looks like the team did a really good job and are starting to get more confident with the car. I mean, when you look at testing overall, on Monday the fastest time was a 1:18.1. On Tuesday, before the rain started to fall, the fastest time was a 1:19, but now Mercedes on day 3 are starting to get into the 1:17s. I mean, George Russell was out in the morning and he set a 1:17.5, which was 6 tenths faster than Isaac Hadjar's fastest time in the Red Bull on Monday. And according to Sky F1, Russell's teammate Kimi Antonelli went even faster in the afternoon, with Sky F1 saying, as ever, no times are officially released from this week of running, but we've heard from sources that Kimi Antonelli's fastest time of 1 minute 17.3, set midway through the afternoon session, stood as the quickest of the day and test so far. Teammate George Russell's morning benchmark from the morning ended up still second fastest. The Mercedes drivers are understood to have clocked up 183 laps overall between them. Now, I have to stress, lap times do not mean anything at this stage, but it looks like Mercedes are starting to get more confident in their car and are happy to unleash more pace from their car. So that's a good sign from Mercedes, and on top of that, to complete over 180 laps during the day, that's a huge amount of data for the team to have, so that's really encouraging for the team. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.